Welcome back everybody to this week's Fast and Fun video. It's Rich, and this week I've brought along my stepson Aaron.
Hi.
Heavily modified Mark II Golf GTI. This featured on the channel nearly 2 years ago. Mixed reviews from myself, really. A little bit probably too hardcore in places. People that watch the channel know my views on modifications. And you go anything from light touch, exhaust, alloys, remaps, etc., all the way through to complete car rebuilds. And this is what it is. This is right at the left spectrum of modifications. Extremely extreme car, really, in many senses. And what this video is about is Aaron's now owned it for a couple of years. He's enjoyed it. He's now undecided. Mixed views on whether he should keep it or whether he should sell it. So we're going to take it for a drive on this lovely weekend here on some great B roads. And we both are going to decide our views on what he should do. This is not pre-staged. Neither of us generally know what to do. By all means, when you watch the video, any thoughts, any comments, as always, please drop them below. First of all, Aaron, how long you owned the car for?
So about 2 years now I've owned the car.
And what made you want to buy the car? What attracted you? Probably apart from the flipping colour.
It's really a one-off. I've not really seen another Mark II like it. It's got a few little small Japanese touches on it, and I was into Japanese cars before this, so that's what I like.
What did you have before this?
I had a Mark I MX5 and I had a Mark III VR6 Golf at the same time. Okay,
cool. So just high-level stuff about the car. It's an 83, is it? 84?
It's an 84/85.
Right,
it's a
C-Reg.
C-Reg, Golf C. Originally a 1.3 in this. So it's still the 1.3 chassis. It's the very first ones they made, as you can tell. The wing mirrors are on the door instead of actually on the glass. That's how you tell it's an early one. So this is literally the very first Mark II they made after the Mark I.
Okay. Okay.
It's a very special car. It's in a very special colour.
So we'll talk about the colour in a minute. Engine is not a Mark II GTI engine though, is it? No,
it's a Mark III ABF 2 litre 16 valve on Gen V throttle bodies, running on Omex management. So yeah.
Producing roughly, do you know, has it been dynoed?
Yes, printout's 172.
BHP.
BHP. It revs to roughly around 7-8. So it's very high revving.
And that's, I mean, and I'll put a link up to the video I did a couple of years ago. It is loud, isn't it? I mean, not only is it rev high, it's noisy both from an induction and from an exhaust, because it's stripped as well. You get all that noise resonating around the cabin, so this is not about being subtle. Even trying to pull away gently in this car is everybody stops and stares, and some is for admiration,
some
others
good, some bad.
Yeah, exactly. It certainly splits, I think, opinions. Right. Best thing to do, I think, is let's walk around the car. Let's look at some of the key features of the car like we normally do.
Visually, small bumper, Golf C. We've got single headlights, which will right to the Golf C 1.3. Colour is a Milky Way red.
Milky Way red. It's just, it's like a fiery orange to me.
Yes.
It is an amazing colour.
Yeah.
And the paintwork, the finish is fantastic.
Down to the wheels, we've got worker quick wheels, 15 by 7.5s. They're on spacers. G60 brakes with braided lines up front.
And it's running Toro Proxy tyres.
Toro Proxy is not the greatest tyre in the world.
And they've been sort of rolled onto the alloys, haven't they? I mean, if you look down the side there.
Yeah, I mean, they're slightly stretched. 195s and 7.5s. It's not overly extreme, but it does the job.
But these arch extensions couldn't have been standard on a 1.3C.
Yeah, they're standard, yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, because you've got matching up rear as well. It's just how they sat.
You've talked about the wing mirror.
Yeah, wing mirrors on the early Golf C, 84, 85. They come actually on the door instead. So if you're looking for an early one, you always notice.
Okay, compared to where were they? Up here
They're
somewhere?
usually sat on the glass, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then the carbon roof?
Carbon roof, this isn't just stuck on. The actual roof underneath is fully cut out. And this purely to stiffen up the chassis. Obviously the old tin roof, very thin, not very strong. So yeah, if we come round, obviously small bumpers on the back again.
Yeah.
We've got hella clear lights. These are actually a fairly new mod for me. I put these on.
So you did this yourself? Yeah,
I'm not sure. We wasn't sure if we liked it too much, but we've rolled with it and it seems to stick. Everyone likes it, so. We're not hiding the fact that it's a Golf C. We love the fact that it's a Golf C. It's a fake GTI. I actually prefer it. There's a few things that stick out on this car that look better. I prefer a small bumper on the Mark IIs. It really sets it off. I mean, so many people have got big bumpers. They're a later car, so they're newer than this. And there's not many of these on the road. The Golf Cs, there really isn't. If we come through, we'll take you into the inside. We've rear seat delete, obviously, bolt-in half cage, and 2 bucket seats at the front. But we have got the original dual cards and stuff, as you can see. The old fag ashtray over the back there.
That's what I love about 80s stuff, really.
Yeah. So up front we got Cobra and Nagaro seats.
Which are absolutely spectacular to look at. And they've been done in that tartan, which again is really reminiscent of Volkswagen and Porsche, all from the sort of the 80s.
Yeah. They're custom line, Alcantara, with the obviously tartan stitch.
And they're fixed back as well, aren't they?
They're fixed seats. They're not on rails. Rails sat it too high. We did try.
Right. So you can't adjust these. You can't adjust these at all, then.
You can adjust them to where you want them.
Fore and aft, but that's it.
There's bolts in it.
Yeah.
You can adjust it back and forth, but it's not a case of getting in, adjust your seat to where you are.
Yeah.
You got to adjust it. It's pretty much like a race setup.
Yeah.
You got to adjust it to where you want it, and that's it. It's fixed.
CAE shifter.
Yeah, Mark 1 CAE shifter. It's a beautiful bit of kit. It does the job. Very short throws. It works. The dash has all been cut out to fit this in, because obviously you'd have the handbrake bit coming through to the back, but that's all been cut out, recarpeted, and
and the dash, it is all pretty standard.
All standard.
Mark II. Yeah,
it's all standard. It's got 160 mile per hour GTI clocks in it, as opposed to the 1.3s. So,
and then the Nardi steering wheel.
And the Nardi steel wheel. Yeah. So
it's a great build. It's a great build.
Yeah.
I mean, some things really stand out. The colour is definitely one. It's a Mark II Golf that everybody loves. These Cobra seats, absolutely fantastic. CAE shifter. But that's not the piece de resistance. That is under the engine. So, under the engine bay. Yeah. Look at that. I mean, have you seen a cleaner engine bay than that? Amazing. I mean, just tell us through a few bits and pieces around this.
So here we go. We got the 2-litre ABF Mark III GTI engine, and it's on a Gen V setup. So these are 52mm throttle bodies on it. Bosch injectors. We got a big forged rad at the front. Everything's been stripped back. We got so all the wiring's tucked in. The wiring loom is all tucked into the wings. Everything for the lights is tucked into the wings. We done
battery's gone. Batteries, isn't it?
Batteries in the back.
Yeah.
We got power steering pump was deleted, so this is actually no power steering on this.
Well, we'll see how that affects the drive. There's no like expansion tank and stuff like that, is it?
No, there's no expansion tank, so you use the rad for the expansion tank. It's a doubled up rad, it's really big. So
it does. It looks absolutely fabulous, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's enough of the walk round. Let's get this out onto the road. First observation is these seats they don't just look nice, they feel absolutely fantastic. Really, you feel low down, you're sort of tilted slightly back and feel really like they're just gripping your torso. Rattly, noisy, and we haven't even left the drive yet. It's just the vibrations, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just, you can feel the dash is rattling and there's just the car just wants to go. So what Alan's going to take us out steadily for the first few miles, warm the car up, and then we'll take it on some brilliant B roads that we can find. And the first thing you notice again is the suspension, how firm it is, and then the popping behind. Exhaust-wise, Aaron, what exhaust is on this?
Do you know what? I'm not actually sure what exhaust it is.
Is it straight piped or?
It's a full straight through. It's got one resonator in it.
Right.
But basically, because the car's so short, you've got a 4-to-1. That finishes up probably just where the gearbox ends.
Yeah.
And then it's literally just a full straight through 3-inch, and then it goes to 2.75 back.
Yeah.
And there's one resonator on the back. It's
right.
just, I'd imagine it's just a cam with nothing in it. It's purely to make it sound loud.
So we're just going to go up this little stretch of road here, a couple of nice little sweeping corners. The intensity of this car, it's the inverse of modern super hatches, RS3s, Golf Rs, 845s. They're made driving too easy for me. They are extremely quick. They cost, you don't get a sense of the speed. This is the opposite. Right on the revs here now into this uphill right-hander. Oh! And it's just skipping a little bit there. Absolutely, look at the way it grips there. When you drive it like that, wow, it's just unbelievable. The noise, the vibration, the grip. It's and believe it or not, that's all at legal-ish speeds there. It just holds on. It feels absolutely brilliant. Everybody's probably stood and watching. Tricky right-hander, this one here. Before the car just skipping a little bit, trying to get the power down. But these Toyota Proxys are doing quite a good job. Obviously, they're light cars, and I'm not sure what the footage is going to be like because my GoPro's struggling here with the vibrations through the chassis. So this bit of road here is a mile of left and right, twisted, bumpy, typical UK British B road, and a real test, especially for this car with the suspension and being on the firm size. It'll probably get unsettled on a few of these corners, but it's one of my favourite roads, this, just to really test the car. A couple of tightening little corners here, second gear. Aaron's just messed up the gear change there. Great grip, and it's such a light car, and it resonates through this sort of valley area off the trees.
The thing you get with the ITB is just instant. There's no lag on it.
The throttle response.
Yeah, it's just there. Cable throttle, you can't beat.
Once you sell something like this is so unique.
Yeah.
It's gone, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean...
And even if you go for, if you want a big saloon, let's just say an M3,
yeah,
or an RS4, or whatever it may be, and you're going to get an M3 as noisy and loud in your face. I get the rear wheel drive part of this, but this is an intense driving experience.
Absolutely.
And if you make the wrong decision,
watch out for the M3.
Yeah.
It'll be the loudest car yet.
let's have a go. Pedals nice and close together. CAE shifter. The CAE shifters, just like the 0.1s, they're just great. They're just so little movement to go from gear to gear. So let's pull away. Very, very light throttle response. And feel the wow, if you can feel the lack of brakes actually. Wow, I went to put the brakes down then and you're just quite soft. There's a lot of giving to that first inch or two in the brakes.
Yeah, probably could do with a bleed. Been a little while. We drove it hard quite a few times since last.
Yeah. That CAE shifter is an absolute delight. One of my favourite roads to here, or sections of road. So second gear pull there, 3-4. I know what you say about the throttle response.
No ABS either. So if you stand on them really,
You're going to skid.
you're going sideways for sure. It's part of being in the 80s classics.
Oh, probably should be second gear then, but never mind. It is an intense driving experience.
With the flipping
really
roof
is.
cut out as well.
Pardon?
And obviously the roof's cut out as well.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's a carbon roof, so it's even stiffer.
There's so many things about this car that you love, and I love its uniqueness, the colour, the way it looks, and actually when you're on it, the noise And the steering, it feels really raw because of the lack of power steering. The shift's brilliant. But there's some things that are just, again, for me, 95% of the time that noise is just too much. The suspension it is too firm, Aaron. It's just on that B road there, that second gear right-hander, it's just wanting to porpoise and skip out. On one hand, I absolutely love the raw essence of it, and on the other hand, I think, is it just too much? Is it just too extreme? Is it just too hardcore? I just don't know. Aaron, shall I give you my view?
Yeah, go on then. Let's hear it.
I love cars like this. I love that they exist. And I love so much about this car. But I don't feel I can tell you to keep it if I wouldn't want to own one myself.
Yeah.
And truth be told, I wouldn't. It's just a little bit too raw. It's just a little bit too in your face. And in today's crowded roads, traffic congested roads, I just think when you're driving at 70-80%, too many people are looking at you. You're drawing attention to yourself. So for me, I hope I don't ever regret it. If you follow my advice, I would say sell it. You've enjoyed it, you've done it, and now scratch another itch.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
It's just one of those cars, isn't it? It's going to be one of those cars if I do sell it.
You'll regret.
I will regret it, 100%. 100%. It meets all my criteria, really. It's loud, obnoxious, looks great, gets everyone talking.
Sorry, Alan, because this is...
It fits in my garage. I can get it on my driveway.
Yeah.
My neighbours hate it. I love that. Yeah.
And actually, things like that, because it's a small car, Mark II Golf,
Yeah.
things like that are important.
Yeah, absolutely.
About, can you get it? It's no good buying something that's, because you've just talked about a big engined 4-seater saloon type of car,
Yeah.
or big coupe. You've got to think about whether it fits in your garage.
Yeah, and it definitely won't. So it's definitely a factor. We have to factor it in.
So is this leading me to believe that you want to keep it?
Probably not. I don't know. I'm so split at the moment. Come to me with the right money, we'll do a deal.
Look, I've absolutely loved it. Like I did 18 months ago, it split me then, it split me again. It's an intoxicating drive, an intoxicating machine. I love that it exists, and who knows what happens in the future. But a big thanks to Alan,
Yeah.
and thanks for you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did as normal, please thumbs up, subscribe below, stay tuned. Another video next week. Thanks for watching, guys.